This video will demonstrate how to do an exact match VLOOKUP. If you want to follow along using the example file, look for the link beneath the video. So first of all, having opened up my exact match VLOOKUP file, you'll notice I've got two main worksheets. I've got the VLOOKUP stock prices, and on this you'll notice that I've got a column with the column header being name, and obviously this is where the VLOOKUP is going to go. So what I want to do is try and extract the name using the lookup value in the same row of barc.l, and I want to retrieve the name of that particular company from my company names worksheet. Now, to make this slightly easier, I'm going to create a separate instance for this particular file. So I'm going to go up to View, click onto New Window. You'll notice now I've got a second instance of the same file. From here, click onto Arrange All, Vertical, click onto OK. So now I have the two instances side by side. So from here, I'm going to click on the right-hand window and select Company. And I'm just going to resize this. Make it slightly easier to see the actual VLOOKUP. Click into cell E2 and start with the VLOOKUP. So I'm going to start with equals, type in VL, and as this pop-ups has been displayed, I'm going to press Tab, and this takes me straight into where the arguments start. So the first argument is the lookup value, and you notice that the lookup value is in cell A2 for this particular row. And if you notice, this particular lookup value corresponds to a value within this first column, in this case in cell A14. So from here, I'm going to click onto lookup value, type in a comma to take me to the next argument. Then I'm going to select the table array, which is in the other instance. So I'm going to click onto A2. I'm then going to use the keyboard shortcut of Control-Shift-Right, which takes me to the end of that block of data, and then Control-Shift-Down. And then I'm going to lock that particular cell reference in place, and I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut F4. And you'll notice it puts $signs before the various cell references. Again, I'm going to type in comma. The actual column number I want is the second column. So it starts with the first column, column A, the second column is column B. So I'm going to type in the number 2, comma, and as I want an exact match, I'm going to go down to false, press Tab again, and close brackets, and press Enter. So from here, if I click onto cell E2, hover my mouse over the bottom right-hand corner, and as this is in tabular data form, I can actually either click and drag down to where I want it, or I can just double click on the crosshairs and that will automatically populate it all the way down to row 16. You'll notice here if I decide to change anything, for example if I change Barclays PLC in my table array to say Barclays International, PLC, press Enter, and immediately, of course, it changes in cell E2 because there's a direct link between this particular worksheet and the worksheet which contains the table array.